Welcome to Driven Garage. I am not in my own shed. I'm actually in a workshop. Thank gosh, because what I'm doing today, it's above my pay grade. But I'm really excited because if you can see behind me, there's a dyno. That means we're doing some spicy performance mods to the N80. And I'm really excited for this one. We're obviously down here at TuneWorks, my local tuner. I've had them do some work on the patrol. Actually do a lot of work on the patrol. Anyway, we're gonna get the N80 in and we're gonna put it on the dyno and do a run before we do any work so we can do a before and after. And show you guys the actual upgrades and performance upgrades we're going to get out of this turbo upgrade that we're doing. Anyway, so let's get the Hilux in, let's do this pre-run, and then I'm going to run you through the turbo we're putting on it. I'm actually going to get Jake to run you through the turbo because, like I said, that's above my pay grade. He's going to explain to you why it's a good idea to go with this turbo and why I've gone with it after what he explained to me. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's get this car on the dyno and then let's get into ripping it apart. And I also have a snorkel and airbox I'll be putting in from Radius Fabrication that literally just arrived this morning, so it's perfect timing. Will I get all this done in a day? Well, I need to because the shop closes at 5. So let's hope I do. Anyway, let's go. It's real noisy in here.
So these new Gen 3 Hiluxes are a big power jump from your Gen 2, the previous 2.8. That is due to an upgraded turbo, different computer with different software, and also upgraded injectors. So they are completely different. For comparison, something with this kind of mods with the tyre size would probably do 80 kilowatt, 300 newton meters. So it is a fair jump, but we can do better than this. So 124 kilowatt, 441 newton meters standard. It is making about 28 psi of boost around that 2400 RPM. But as you can see, I mentioned before, they tail off boost really bad. They just can't they can't sustain that level of boost where the G300 does. It really holds boost for the whole rev range. So, and Tyro's running fairly lean, so, you know, you're up in 24 to 1, 2000 RPM. So we'll tidy those AFRs up too, get it nice and flat, and she'll do really, really well.
Okay, so we're doing the turbo upgrade on the N80, but to be honest, I don't really have much experience in explaining what turbos actually do besides some power gains and make some cool noises and stuff like that. So for all the expert in,
You're in the right place.
I'm in the right place. Explain to me what turbo we're putting on, and then we've got a turbo here that you've actually gone and cut in half, and we can run through it and tell everyone how a turbo actually works.
We can. So this is a G300 GD from GTurbo, and this is the one that's actually going on, but we've got a good demo version here, which is, it's big brother, but still really good cutaways.
Now, is there anything that G does in particular with their turbos that's worth sort of pointing out?
So Graham has a degree in metallurgy, and so his passion is finding the best kind of super alloys to work out longevity, but also lightweight. Yep. So the lighter that turbine wheel or your compressor wheel, the faster you spool up, less lag. Okay, so that's really his passion, is working out how to make these as light as you possibly can, but also last forever.
Rookie. I should know better. That on silence. Okay, going back, we'll interrupt it. So I guess the main reason you would do a turbo upgrade is obviously a performance increase, performance upgrade.
Yep.
But explain some of the benefits, I guess, that you can, behind the scenes get with going with a turbo like this compared to what I've got factory, because obviously my N80, they've already upgraded the turbo from previous models.
Yep, they've gone from a bush to a bearing, like an actual bearing, so it is a big upgrade from like the Gen 2 Hiluxes, but still they fall off really bad for high in the rev range, so they tend to make really good low down torque, make really good boost, and then they just taper off really bad. This G300 GD will literally make 36, 37 pounds of boost and hold it through the whole rev range to 4 grand.
Right.
It's insane. So, and that all comes down to that wheel design, VNT pack, how robust this thing is, and it can actually handle that. Why we do the upgrade, try to design that for factory boost essentially. When we tune these things, we can go higher than that, but you get to a point where not only are not efficient, but they're working out of their parameters as such. So, there's only so much you can do with a factory one. You always tell people that money spent is power earned. Yeah, so, if you're after it's just a basic tune, then, and that's all you kind of want, that 20, 25, 30% gains, then you don't really need much more than a tune. But when you want to go that bit further and do it safely, that's when we steer people to the G-Turbo stuff. Performance by design, they call it, so and it works.
Ariel. Well, I do have access to the workshop today and the boys, but I will be trying to do this install myself.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
hard's this going to be?
No, you got this. You got this. You got some good. You got a good team here guiding you, and they're not that bad in the Hilux, so I reckon you kill it.
All right, well, I'm going to crack in, get this car pulled apart, and attempt to put this turbo in.
Let's go.
Let's see how we go.
No screwdriver. No screwdriver. No screwdriver. Definitely not screwdriver. Is it a screwdriver? No. That's a screwdriver, but that's a big screwdriver. I just need a little screwdriver. Oh, I know what I'm getting this man for Christmas. Screwdrivers. Oh look, a Snap-on truck's pulling in. Perfect timing. I'm buying some screwdrivers.
Now I got the airbox out. This is the new airbox that I am putting in. It's one from Radius Fabrication. It has got a clear top. I'll just peel this off later once I've installed it. But she looks pretty slick, if you ask me. Now the airbox out, I just need to remove the inner guard and then get one of the boys to show me how to cut a hole in the side of my car. That's a bad idea.
You make it look so easy. Oh, okay, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
It's still scary, but let me go again.
Well, I've officially cut a hole inside of my car. We're going through and deburred it a little bit, and then it will be test fitting to see if anything more needs to come out. To get obviously cut inside the lines, which is what you're advised to do by Radius. And we'll see how that cleans it out. And we need to figure out if we actually need to take off any on the inside as well, where the snorkel comes out through the airbox, because sometimes they do need to be cut out a little bit bigger as well. So this is the Radius seamless stainless snorkel that I had just powder coated black. It's their short entry as well. Now I'm going to see if it fits in the hole we just cut out. If it does, then I can bolt everything back in and get this turbo out with the new one in. Can you actually believe it? I'm standing here with the turbo together and everything's out. I finally got into that stage, guys. Except, according to my watch, I do not have, but I do know. It's after 4 o'clock. It's not being done today. I can finally start floating things back. So that's exciting. And I get into that. Then we'll be back tomorrow, tune it. Or finish it, then tune it.
All the doubters, to those who don't believe, this is the hour. You'll see that we'll make ladders out of obstacles and stepping stones from roadblocks. Leap over the lines to say we won't cross. We'll shake hands like they're nothing. They won't see us coming. Scale all of the walls they built to hold us. We may be invisible, but we're
So look at your face. It's too fast beside me. It's because all the boys have parked the cars into the shed because it's only 7 o'clock at night. Luckily they stayed back stopped. But as you can see, the Hilux is still pulled apart. So that means I didn't get done today. So glorious, so close. I had to wait 2 hours for a part to arrive. Had I actually had 2 hours, we actually might have been on. So literally everything is in and ready to go. I literally just have to change oil filters and do coolant. And then it could have gone on the dyno. Looks like we're going into day 4 tomorrow.
to all the haters, those filled with jealousy. The naysayers pay us for defeat, but we'll make ladders out of obstacles and stepping stones from roadblocks. Sleep over the lines that say we won't cross. We'll shake hands like they're nothing. They won't see us coming. Scale all of the walls they built to hold us.
So I just had the boys do a little bit of a check over just to check everything. We started it up. Obviously we had the coolant lines and stuff off. So we're just trying to bleed the system a little bit. No leaks so far. We'll see when we get on the dyno once everything gets hot, if any leaks come out, just to, you know, see if I've done anything wrong. We're at the stage now that once this is done, she's on the dyno. I can't believe actually saying that like with confidence. Like it's 1 o'clock. We've got hours. Oh, I actually made one mistake. Costs annoying. The MAF sensor, the way it bolts on top of the snout on the airbox, it should have a space around it. It didn't, and I knew not to go too tight, and I literally, like, it was loose. First of all, the tension just went like a little nip, and I cracked it. So, advice, if you're putting a MAF sensor on, be really careful because they crack really easily. I feel like that is a little bit of common sense, but I did make that mistake today. But it's all right, we got it all fixed up. It was annoying. I was a little bit nervous at first because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be an absolute day wrecker to be able to get it all fixed up, but it wasn't. The boys helped me sort it out, so that was rad. Anyway, I'm gonna finish doing this and then we're gonna get on the dyno.
Okay, so we just finished up on the dyno with Breeze N80 and pretty good results, so I think she's going to be very happy. Came in at 124 kilowatt, 441 newton meters, and we've landed at 165 kilowatt, 738.8 newton meters. So massive torque gain, massive power gain, and torque is where we really want it to in this really early mid-range. So you can see peak torque before was really below, like around this mainly usable area is, you know, you're well under 400 newton meters, and now we're up over 7. So massive gain in torque, should drop a few litres per 100 in fuel too, and this is all with emissions compliant. So DPF's in place, cracker result, really cracker result.
All right, so we are literally hot off the dyno. The car is done. As you can see, the results are actually pretty good. Like I said, I was never chasing anything massive, but this is gonna be more than enough for me. I'm actually so keen to get it now and drive home. As you can see, the truck is actually here. Sydney show we leave for tomorrow. So the boys are literally loading the dyno up because it's coming to the show, so we can do a few dyno runs and stuff and show everyone what TuneWorks is about. But other than that, I need to get this home and clean it because it's actually pretty dirty. So I'm gonna do that. And get ready for the show. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you have any questions in regards to the turbo or tuning, feel free to drop them through into the comments below and I can answer them there. All right, let's take it for a spin. I'm actually shocked I'm getting this car this afternoon and driving it after I literally just done all of this work myself. That's kind of crazy to me that it's actually made it. Oh, and snorkel. I haven't even heard it with a snorkel. Oh, how's the induction noise on it? Maybe I'm not as old as I thought because the induction noise is actually kind of making me happy. Oh my God, I just went to pull out the traffic. It's actually so touching. Oh my God, this feels like a completely different car. I feel like I'm actually driving a cool forward drive now. This car kind of felt boring to drive. That nice little bit of power to it now, and the noise, all those little things that are, I guess, what you like when you're younger. I know I'm going to get over that induction noise so quickly, but for now I'm loving it. Holy, that's loud! Alright, let's see how she goes. god, I wonder if you guys can hear that induction noise.
You ready?
Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god, I haven't been this excited for a car in a long time. Josh is gonna hate the snorkel. He's gonna hate that noise. This is really interesting for me because this is the first time I've owned an auto. So I can definitely feel the difference, but I'm obviously very used to driving a manual, and obviously when I've done power gauge to the Patrol, because you've got more control with gear changing. I had to put the window up, it's so noisy. I feel like you can feel more of a difference in a manual. I don't know if that's right, but for me personally, that's how I'm feeling right now. Because I guess you can expect the gear changes when it's coming in. With the auto, you're kind of just holding your foot down and it's changing, you know, when it needs to. But I can still obviously feel a very big difference. Obviously, when you're in a manual car and you've got power gauge, they're typically funner to drive than an auto. But I'm wrapped with this. I'm just waiting for the turbo to fall out though, because I did put that in. Now I probably should actually get some gauges in this car. I reckon that should be my next thing. I drive a TD, so it feels weird to own a car and, you know, not have gauges in it, even though I probably don't need to worry about this thing too much, just because we have pushed a bit of power when I'm on soft stand. If I put a train canopy on it, put a bit of weight in it, it wouldn't hurt just to have some water temp and, you know, EGTs and stuff like that, just to monitor. Just peace of mind. So if you guys have any good recommendations on gauges, let me know, because I do have SAS ones in my Patrol and I'm not, I brought the car with them, all right? Not my choice, but I'm definitely not gonna go put SAS gauges in it. So I'd love some suggestions on what you guys think. Wow. One, can't believe I just did that. I had help. The boys were guiding me, of course. I don't think I would have been able to do that on my own. I wouldn't recommend it unless you you're a mechanic or a good mechanical skill set behind you. It's exciting. This build's finally coming along. Like, I obviously have the coil conversion in it, which is sick, but like just to have some mods like this, like just have it start progressing. I'm so excited to show you guys the plans that I have for it. And it's slowly starting to come along. Actually, I don't think you're gonna be able to wipe the smile off my face this whole drive home.